It's a beautiful day in Niles, Michigan. It is currently, let's see, 81 degrees and bright. Just finished a little run, and running is good for your mentals. It really is. Protect your mentals. You go out, it's peaceful. You have headphones in, listen to a jam, something that puts you in the flow state. Or like yesterday, you're running with some buddies. That's always nice too. Good chill way to put some work in and have some fun simultaneously. Because for those of you run lovers out there, you know there's a billion more who hate it. But I wanted to jump on this morning and kind of share something, a thought that I had while running out here, and pass it on to you real quickly here. I have, let's see, it's 12:48. I'm supposed to be at home church at 1:30. I may be a little bit late, but that's okay. So I have a marathon coming up, and having that on the docket in November means I got to step my game up when it comes to running and getting in the flow and really getting the reps, because 26.2 don't run itself. And while I have no doubts that I'll be able to finish the race, the question is in what condition. And if I want to be able to finish strong, it means I got to train strong. So that's why we out here. But without further ado, you know, I can't lie, running has been interesting because, like I said, runners, if there's a part of your body that feels off, you may not necessarily be inclined or so inspired to go for a run. And the last few days, my neck has been really stiff. I actually think it's because of something I ate. That will remain undisclosed. But the last few days, for sure, my neck has been really tight and it makes it hard to bend forward. But stretching it, trying to stretch it this way actually doesn't feel better. It's looking up like this and looking back. The neck popping that way is actually what brings a little bit of relief and makes it a little more mobile. But yeah, it's tight. Uncomfortable to sleep, sitting, uncomfortable, exercise, uncomfortable, because you're not trying to stay like just straight up stationary while you're going through movements. And so yesterday and today, going through these runs, I'm feeling it. And probably the most notable place that I became aware of this neck pain was when I would try to look down. I'm on the path right now, and this part of it is smooth, but going back that way into the woods, the trail goes through the woods. It's still a path, paved path. But because of trees, roots, the ground is a little bit more broken up. So you have a lot more cracks and little things, speed bumps you got to look out for. And running through this section, as often as I have, I've tripped on those a number of times. So I'm trying to look down so I can see them, so I can avoid them. But I couldn't really do it because my neck hurt. And it was really frustrating that my head was being forced to stay like up and looking forward, because I'm like, man, I hope I don't trip on these things. But hey, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Good morning. Hope you're having a great weekend so far. I'm looking down at these things, trying to ensure that I don't trip up and eat it. But my head is locked, or the most comfortable position was looking forward and even bending back, like I said, to to stress it. Hey, new sub in the building. Appreciate you. Thanks for coming through. Really do appreciate that. Glad you're here. And over the course of the run, it was 4 miles in total. And I realized that, one, I didn't trip as much as I thought I was going to. I tripped, I did trip, but I tripped once. And I didn't need to look down as much as I thought I needed to. And not only that, but for runners, you know this. I'm preaching to the choir. But when you when you look up and forward, it kind of propels you in that direction, as opposed to looking down. That's where your momentum, that's where your attention goes. So it isn't as easy to keep moving forward. It feels like it, but you're actually slowing yourself down by looking down instead of the direction you're trying to go. And I'm sitting here like, man, that's a whole life lesson right there. But it took a while to come around to it, because when you think of pain and strain in your lives, you generally don't, they make you more cautious, right? They make you more aware. What's up? What's up? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for coming through. Appreciate it. We got, I can't pronounce that one. LJVY, and we got Miss Virgo. Hey. But, and let me know if I'm different or thinking different about this in the chat. But typically, when you're going through a hard patch, it's easier to look down and try to calculate your steps a little bit more. Hey, Fishing Vance, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for coming through. It's easier to look down because you're more aware of how tripped up you may get, and you're looking for those things a lot more. And sometimes that same pain might be trying to force you to look up instead. Interesting. But I found that it helped for me because the most comfortable position for my neck to be in was facing forward and looking up, not down. And it helped me stay focused on finishing the run, even though I was feeling a little tired and winded around 3. I should say I intended to come out here 3, but momentum has felt like continuing to go to get 4. One more, I'll take it. And even on that note, looking for the finish line, right? You're not going to see it if you're looking at the ground. You won't see it coming. In some cases, if you're so focused on looking down for the next thing that's going to trip you up, you might walk past a finish line or a checkpoint or something valuable for your experience and miss it completely. And for people who are struggling and going through hard times, I don't think we can afford that. We need those moments. We need those encouragements. We need those inspirations. We need to be able to see the finish lines in those experiences because they encourage us. Hey, appreciate it. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. We need those moments to encourage us and inspire us to keep pushing forward when we feel like we can't, when we don't have the energy to, and when the things in life are just bringing us down. So, and there's so many directions I can go with this, right? Because just because I said all of that and got that lesson, uh, doesn't mean that my neck suddenly is well, and it doesn't hurt anymore. It still does, and it still hurts to look down. But I think the reminder with that is, okay, if that's the case, what can I do if I keep looking up as opposed to down and focusing on the things that will trip me up? What if I change my perspective and my focus onto the things that are in the direction I want to go instead of focusing on the things that are going to trip me up? Do you think it's possible that I could go further than I think I am capable of? Do you think it's possible that you could go further than you think you're capable of? If we, it's tough, but if we can change the perspective from looking down at the ground at the things we're afraid will trip us up and looking up and forward instead. I believe that. I experienced it today, and I think you can too. I believe that. You out here, Niles, Michigan. This bridge, it's a small bridge over a little dingy river with a bunch of moss and stuff. They got Jesus Fest going on in the park over there. It's a good time. And I think about it because I'll make another video about this in a couple days. It's a lot going on. I have, oh yeah, it's a good day. It's a great day out here. 80 some degrees, sun is nice. And in Michigan, especially this part, we don't get it that often. Summer is too short. So the sad reality is that in a couple months, it'll be snow everywhere and frozen. But yeah, it's like when I think of the places where I'm struggling personally right now, I'm struggling with time. Come through, but make sure you do it in the summer. Don't come through the rest of the year. It's too cold. It's too cold. Now I'm struggling with time and having enough time to do the things that I want to do. It's a lot of projects. I'm still in school, working on my doctorate. I I have work full time. I have this other side project I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make the money make sense. There's family issues, and my mom is going through some health struggles right now. So there's a lot going on. There are a lot of reasons that I have to look down and try to look out for the next thing that's going to trip me up. I, I had some relationship issues a little bit back too. Those are resolved now, but that's besides the point. Point is, there's a lot going on and many reasons that I could be focused on looking down and just being hyper aware of what's the next thing that's going to trip me up instead of looking forward to see where can I go? Where do I want to go? And what does the path really look like to get there? And I know that's the same for you. For all of you out there tuning in, thanks for coming through. Thanks for liking, subscribing. Appreciate it. But we all got struggles. We all got things we're going through that we wish we weren't. And I'm telling you, you know the feeling all too well. We become defensive and we become hyper aware of the things that we think could trip us up next. And it even changes the way we experience some things because we're looking down for the way that it's gonna break us down and trip us up instead of looking ahead to see where it can go and where it can take us. So I feel like I said what I needed to say. Appreciate y'all for coming through. And we all have different things, but my encouragement for you is simple. Just through the pain, through the things going on in your life that you wish were not going on in your life, because we all have them, and they're numerous. Try to keep your head up. Through the pain, try to keep your head up. Look forward. Keep in mind the goal where you're trying to go. And one day, we gonna make it there. We gonna get there. All right, y'all. Once again, thanks for coming through. We out here. Time to go take a shower. And we out. Peace. See you next time.